What is going on, everybody? So I'm back today to talk about a film that my friend Ray, who does the Film Monsters podcast with me, recommended that I watch. And the film I'm going to talk about today is I Saw the Devil. This is a Korean crime drama, and I'm coming to find that every film I watch from Korea is so impactful and powerful and well written, and Korean cinema just knows how to do it right, and I really look forward to talking about this movie today. I Saw the Devil is directed by Kim Jee-woon. Kyung-chul is a dangerous psychopath who kills for pleasure. He has committed infernal serial murders in diabolical ways that one cannot even imagine. His victims range from young women to even children. The police have chased him for a long time, but were unable to catch him. One day, Joo-yun, daughter of a retired police chief, becomes his prey and is found dead in a horrific state. Her fiancé, Soo-hyun, a top-secret agent, decides to track down the murderer himself. He promises himself that he will do everything in his power to take bloody vengeance against the killer, even if it means that he must become a monster himself to get this monstrous and inhumane killer. So the summary of that film sums it up perfectly. This is a movie about revenge, but it's told in such a very unique and brutal way that I really was not expecting. The opening sequence, which is the murder of the police chief's daughter, which kind of sets this whole thing into motion, is shot so nuanced and brilliantly that when the act of violence is committed, it's so immediate and jarring that it just kind of sends chills down your spine. How insane it is. It really surprised me just how brutal it was. And the first 25-30 minutes of the film is so somber and melancholy because you have our lead character Soo-hyun, who is this secret agent that we're seeing at his job early on, and when his fiance calls him, she's stuck on the side of the road, her car's broken down, and he sings to her and is trying to calm her down because he's way out of town to the point where he can't get to her. And really early on, the director just does a great job at building the relationship between these two characters. And so when she's killed in the first 10 minutes of the movie, after that you have the funeral and the aftermath, and you just feel how palpable that emotion is, and it's so raw and disturbing. And the police chief, that's obviously his daughter, so he has a bond with Sue's character, who the two of them are just completely and totally in shock that this would ever happen. Sue decides that he wants to take his vengeance, and so he uses his connections at the police force to get the leads to who they think this serial killer could possibly be. And they have 4 leads as to who it can be, and one of them is Kyung-chul, who is probably the most evil character I've ever seen in a movie. The portrayal by Min-sik is so absolutely incredible. Honestly, it just still shakes me thinking about how evil and awful his character is. And the fun part about this movie is, in a lot of cases, this film reminded me a lot of David Fincher's Zodiac. But in that film, we don't know who the Zodiac killer is. We're just trying to piece it together in our heads. In this movie, you as the audience member in the first 5 minutes know who the killer is. But this movie is all about that cat and mouse game. And it has a twist that I don't want to talk about that really kind of changes the perspective of the entire film and makes it for such a unique and enamoring watch, because it's so different, but it makes that idea of revenge kind of hit even harder, because the film puts into question, at the end of the day, is revenge even really worth it? Are you, as a person who's going out to get revenge, ever going to feel that satisfaction that it would be like if you could bring that person back to life? And that is what is really amazing about this movie, is just how empowering that message is, and how on the nose it is in the best way imaginable. The performances in this film are all absolutely spectacular, just from the 2 leads to every minimal character in between. Just such an amazing cast of characters. The cinematography in this film is breathtakingly gorgeous. The movie does a really nice job at creating this really bleak and somber tone, and the entire movie keeps you on the edge of your seat. The score to this film really just kind of accents all of those feelings that you as the audience member are feeling throughout the runtime of this movie. And there's so many amazing set pieces throughout this that it's just the film sits at about 2 hours and 20 minutes, as I believe the entire runtime. and it is so brisk because you're watching this and you're constantly asking yourself the question, where is this going to go? What's going to happen next? And it was just absolutely amazing. And it's honestly, it cemented itself as one of my favorite films that I've ever watched. I can imagine that I'm just going to grow a fonder appreciation for this one as time goes on. And if you haven't seen this movie, you should 100% check it out. So if you've seen I Saw the Devil, did you love it? Did you hate it? Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you thought. I thought this movie was absolutely brilliant. It's brutal, it's unrelenting, and it's got a really incredible story that I think you will absolutely love. As always, if you like the video and subscribe to the channel, it helps me out a lot and lets me know the type of content you're looking for. I'm always looking to put out new material and look forward to getting more out for you in the near future. And as always, everyone, thank you so much for watching and have a great rest of your day.